On December 25, 2020, 63-year-old Anthony Quinn Warner drove his RV to Nashville, Tennessee's 2nd Avenue. Residents living in the area were woken up by what sounded like a robotic female voice coming from Anthony's RV, warning them to evacuate. Later on, the voice became more serious, announcing that the vehicle would detonate in the next 15 minutes. According to the body cam footage of nearby officers, they can be seen doing their best to evacuate people for their own safety. Now, in situations like this, many would usually take this as some kind of sick prank, but authorities take these things very seriously. And unfortunately, the robotic female voice wasn't lying, and this was no prank, as the vehicle detonated after the mentioned 15 minutes. The blast was catastrophic enough to damage 50 buildings. In the aftermath, officers can be seen assessing the damage and helping out pedestrians, as seen in the body cam footage. Thankfully, despite the blast being so tremendous, nobody outside the RV lost their lives, although 3 people were injured and had to be hospitalized after the incident. The only person who wasn't so lucky was Anthony Quinn himself, who was inside the RV at the time of the detonation. After this incident, the investigators started researching Anthony's past to try to find out a reason for why he did this, and the truth was pretty disturbing. It turned out Anthony Quinn was a paranoid loner, obsessed with conspiracy theories of shape-shifting aliens that were trying to take over the world. It was later sadly found out that months before, Anthony's girlfriend had called the police telling them about Anthony making explosives in the RV outside their home. But unfortunately, despite all that, Anthony's real motives remained a mystery. On March 9, 2023, an anonymous caller would dial 911 and tell dispatchers that a man that had just walked into a food market claimed that he had just been kidnapped. A police car will be sent out to the location to assess the situation. The entire interaction was captured on one of the police officers' body cam.
Fix his busted pipe for his washing machine. Okay. And also put in a water line for his ice for his refrigerator. And when I got downstairs, another dude came out. They had guns on me and they robbed me. I mean, they tied me up. They had plastic laying on the ground. So they put this on my face. They get me in my van and they bring me over here. They turn the location up on my phone. One of the guys is in back with me. And
which way did the car go?
Huh?
Where the car go?
It was parked this way, and I ran all the way down here to here. Parked right over there.
They're parked the 49. What kind of car was it?
It's my van.
Now, the victim wasn't lying, as some of the zip ties used in the kidnapping were still on his body. And according to him, the perpetrators had forced him into his own van, robbed him, and later would hold him for ransom before he managed to escape. With the information provided, the cops located the main perpetrator, who was later identified as 51-year-old Ahmed Johnson. Now, the relationship between Ahmed Johnson and the victim is that they were both in federal prison at some point in time. And looking deeper into the case, the police were able to uncover the entire story. And as mentioned by the victim, the kidnapper had hired him for the plumbing job. When he arrived to the house in Cleveland Buckeyes neighborhood, he was led downstairs where it would be shown the leaky pipe he was meant to fix. Once downstairs, Ahmed led him into another room where other armed men jumped out and restrained him. After stealing his belongings, the kidnappers bound the victim, putting him in the back of his own RV and driving off. As the RV slowed down, the victim somehow managed to escape, running to a nearby food market where he would be protected by the public. Now, 2 weeks later, Ahmed Johnson will be arrested and charged with aggravated kidnapping. On January 30th, 2017, New Mexico police would receive a disturbing call. The call came from a witness who claimed that he had seen a man dragging a woman out of her apartment and putting her into a white van with a Texas license plate. After the alert, the police would locate this van in less than 24 hours, and they would proceed to arrest the driver as well as the passenger. Once the suspects were out of the van, the police would approach the vehicle, and what they would find inside isn't anything anyone would have expected.
Got a camera. Do you need a...
Oh my God, thank you.
Okay. Is that it? I got throwing.
Okay,
Okay, we're gonna get you out of here, okay?
I got pictures of her and I got pictures of the chains.
In the back of the van was a woman named Jane who had been chained to the floorboards of the van by the suspects. As soon as she was set free, she told the police officers what had happened to her. According to Jane, the man who was driving the getaway van was her ex-boyfriend, Jack. Jack had broken into Jane's apartment and forcefully took her out. As it was later revealed, Jack's accomplice in the kidnapping was 19-year-old Samuel Brown. During the investigations, Jack and Samuel admitted that they had planned to take Jen into a cave that had been carved out into a side of the hill by Jack himself, where they would allegedly brainwash her to marry one of them. The two were arrested and charged with aggravated kidnapping.